Alright, so YFM is a smaller band with a monthly listener base of 343,000 monthly listeners. But that does not stop me from making a concept for them. A band that I kind of grew up on, but then I think they unfortunately stopped making the music again. They haven't put out a new one since May of 2024. Other than that, the Festival Pass is based off the Gorillaz one. So, yeah, and I mostly make the designs based off Gen 1's outfits. Not Gen 1, Gen 2's design. But I had to put some references to Gen 1 if I can. So, anyways, let's get started.
I said you had a beautiful body. Could I put my penis in it? Hey, okay, I'll put my penis in you too.
Alright, so like I did with the last two festival concept videos based off Bruno's, since I'll probably, if we get any more solo artists, I'll probably base those off Bruno's or some other one. But since this one's a band, and we finally got a band in this past format, I am basing it off the Gorillaz one, which we currently have right now. So like how the Gorillaz one's set up right now, you get 2 members in the past, and so the first member you would get is DJ, and I put out everything how you would get on the on the pass by pass items. So the first thing, yeah, like I said, you get DJ upon unlocking the pass, and then we get a YFM logo spray. I don't know, I always like putting a logo spray. It's something neat. Some epic original track. Now I have 3 that I am showing on screen per section that I would like to have. So yeah, one of those will appear here. Some random, some random random aura. Yeah, I'm just using the base aura design. I don't know. The band loading screen, because that's what we got in the Gorillaz one. I like those. Some random festival related emote with an instrument. And then we'll get some random instrument in the past. So I just picked one that they have online, just a random festival instrument. And then we get some artist track, and originally I'm not gonna show it, I think. But I had Poor Man's Poison as the first track we get. And I'm going to change up something here. There's like, I think he had 2 other artist tracks. And for this one, they only put in one of the actual artist track. So instead of that, I'm putting in 2 of the YFM tracks, because I think it's nicer. Like the last 2 paths, like Bruno's and Sabrina's, how we had 2 of the artist track. And then we go back to Gorillaz and we have 1. It's kind of annoying. It's like, I want more if I'm buying the pass. Sure, we can put them in the shop, but I like when we get more in the pass. So I'm putting 2 YFM tracks in here and later on. So yeah, that's page 1. Page 2 starts with DJ's turntables as a back bling. Simple but effective. Another epic original jam track. Some styles for the previous instrument. Like the Gorillaz stuff, this stuff would be cel shaded. I forgot to mention that in the beginning, but it should be pretty obvious. They're an animated band. Alright, so speaking of cel shaded stuff, we'd get an aura. And then, the cel shaded aura, by the way. And then another random epic related spray, like not Icon series. What else? And since DJ doesn't really have an instrument in the game, yeah, he has those turntables, but he doesn't have like a bass, a lead guitar, a keytar, a mic, or drums. I put a bass guitar, since Axel is a drummer, Puff Puff is a singer, and Benatar is a keytarist. So yeah, he would get a a bass, and I tried to sketch up one that you would see on screen when I mention it. So yeah, anyways, that's page 2. Let's get on to page 3. Alright, wait, let me see. Page 3 would, the actual pages, by the way, would start with a emote, the verified walk from the verified music video. I don't know, I feel like that's something silly enough for Gen 2 related. I don't know, let me know what you guys would want to see as a YFM emote, because I already have one for shop, and it's pretty obvious what it's going to be. Anyways, let's see. So the Gorilla Pass, we have another artist track in that spot. Okay. Well, I read that wrong. So the next thing would be a random instrument. And then we get to the other artist pass, music pass. And here I'd put the other YFM one instead of an artist track. And that is verified to go with the emote that we got in the thing. Then we get a emoticon. So this is funny. I put road rage puff puff because I feel like that's really funny. I think there was a spray here in the Gorillas one. I put emoticon instead. Then we get some epic original track. And then here we would get Axel's drums, which would just be your typical cell shaded drums. I'm not going to show a picture of that because there's no point. It'd just be like the standard drums, but cell shaded. I guess maybe you could throw his bird on there. Speaking of, the next page would start with his bird. And I know it's really rare to get something like this in a festival pass, but I feel like we would get his bird as a companion instead. It just makes sense to me, like, you know. I guess we can get it as a back bling too, but yeah. Yeah, the bird name is Vincent, by the way. And then we get some S-style for like the last instrument that we had on that last page. Some epic original track, some spray with an Icon series spray, so I guess we get Orphan Tear spray. And then we would get Axel. And since he doesn't take off his helmet in Gen 2, I just makes sense for him to take off his helmet here. I don't know. Yeah. Anyways, let's get into Item Shop.
My name is Gia. Where can I guide you today?
How about your place, Hot Mama?
So, the shop bundle would be Puff Puff and Benatar, the two popular ones. The singers, yeah. I was going to say the singer and the guitars, but nope. Benatar sings sometimes. Anyways, yeah, like I said, so you would get Puff Puff as a skin, and then you would get Benatar as a skin. And the back blinks I'm putting in, there's one that relates to technically everyone, but then the second one kind of just relates to Puff Puff more, but like I couldn't think of a back bling for Benatar. So the first back bling we get is Orphan Tears. Obviously, you got to get Orphan Tears as the back bling, or else it just doesn't make sense for the band. And then the other one I put was interesting. It's what is it? Oh yeah, it's from Brain Rave. During the memories part, it's just that TV as a back bling, so it'd be similar to Peter Griffin's back bling from Chapter 5 Season 1's Battle Pass, where it just goes through different memories. And then we would just get Puff Puff's mic, which would just be a cell shaded standard mic. And then Benatar's keytar, which would just be your typical red keytar, but cell shaded. And then the tracks we get Orphan Tears Part 2, because that just, you know, that's really iconic too. That's it in the bundle part. Wait, no, there's still more stuff. Why did I put that first? Okay. Well, anyways, the emote, like I said, I had a better one whenever we were talking about verified when I was in the festival pass part, and that is Orphan Tears the emote. It wouldn't be Orphan Tears 1. Did I even say it in the past? No, in the past you get Orphan Tears. I didn't say it. Oh, where am I today? Anyways, yeah, in the past you get Orphan Tears. So in the shop, you would get Orphan Tears, the emote. And then we'd get the YFM merch wrap is what I called it, but I think we'll call it your favorite wrap instead. And then we get a contrail, because every artist has a, well, band or music or artist has a contrail, and this one is the Orphan Tears contrail. So yeah, and I don't think we would get this, but in the verified music video, there's a part where he's like a Puff Puff Source Rex, and I would think that'd be a pretty funny glider, but they haven't done a glider for a festival icon, so yeah, which I don't know why we get contrails but no glider. Anyways, yeah, the tracks would get, like I said, Orphan Tears Part 2. Why am I blanking here? I'm looking directly at it. Uno reverse card. And then we get Algorithm God. So that's my concept for YFM Music Pass. If you guys like this video, like and subscribe. Comment down below what you would want. And I will see you guys in the next one. Make sure to use code WHATIF like these amazing people on screen. And I will see you guys in the next one.